So I've managed to fix the RPM counter. I'm tweaking my warm-up. Managed to get it to idle nicely now. That's not too rich, but I mean the car is still cold. Let's have a look. Let's close that. I mean, that's voltmetric efficiency. I don't want to adjust that until the car's up at temperature. Fuel load 70%. That's not working, just so ignore that because that's not plugged in. Air intake's 20 degrees, so it's pretty cool. Coolant's 51. As you can see here, what we can do, if we go to ignition table, this is our ignition advanced table. Now, I've set that a bit higher because I wanted to have a smoother transition when I, throttle up. If I set to 3, for example, the RPM should increase, or at least a little bit. Increase that to 1, maybe. It's not increasing much, so let's stick these at 2 and at a 1. 2. Well, it seems pretty content. Well, let's burn it anyway. Seems okay. Right, let's close that. 61. Anyway, we're still a little bit rich. Let's go to fuel table. So we're running that sort of zone. We're a little rich. We really need to get it up to 14.7. So what we can do is I can reduce this to say 20, this to say 20. Let's burn it anyway. Right. And it kind of takes us to 14 every now and then. So there we go, see the 14. So if I back again, I'll take this down to 11. Now this is by all means no tuning guide, but let's just reduce that completely. Let's put this down to 19. I would have surely thought that would have made a bit of a difference. Now I made quite a few changes on this car anyway, because I've changed the injector, timing, dwell, spark dwell, and a bunch of other things. And there we have it, we're in the 14s. See, when it goes up to the 15, that could be when it's decelerating a little bit. Yeah, see, I might just add a little bit more fuel because I'm not that happy about that. I prefer to have a car slightly rich, so I'm basically just sticking the settings back to where they were. Well, a little bit. So obviously the ideal solution would be to, let me just burn that. The ideal solution would be to use like auto tune and use the AFR table, as you can see here, and basically the auto tuning would tune your car according to the AFR table. Now, obviously I wanted to get about 13.8 to 14.1 there, which is pretty close to what I'm getting anyway, so my manual tuning is doing the job for sure. But I mean, yeah, it's getting there. It's just little niggly things. So, idle duty table. So we're nearly at the bottom of our idle duty table. So it's, according to the car, it's almost up to the temperature. Warm up enrichment. So it's at the bottom. So it's nearly a. Because I set these values slightly lower than standard, so cranking settings, idle control, and I fixed tacho output because you can see the tacho is now running. The idle's pretty low. I mean, I suppose I should really so maybe I should change that to 700. I don't know what the car should idle at anyway. It's not happy with that. It's hunting like a motherfucker. It just seems to be happier at the slower RPMs. Yeah, so that's about, it's happy with that. They say you should always tune your car so its car sounds happy. It seems way happier down there.